welcome to Bugs in the Morning. It's the first one. We got a live audience.
It's the afternoon.
It's
so funny.
Oh my god! This is totally the morning. This is 9 o'clock. It's Tuesday.
I won again.
And Shen's part of the audience. We also got Phil part of the audience. And welcome aboard my co-host Adam and our special guest Dorsa.
Hi.
So, what are we talking about today? Well, right off, we're going to talk about our special guest Dorsa.
Help free me! They've got me here against my will. No!
They're making me play Mario Kart. It's terrible. It's horrible.
Shen is currently playing Mario Kart, something that you can do by coming over to the Bugs Lounge at 511. It's fun to play Mario Kart, and especially with the people that are on office hours after 12. So, so Dorsa, we're going to talk about her portfolio because she's our special guest. So, what exactly, Dorsa, do you do on the Bugs?
On the Bugs.
Nearly enough.
Thank you, Phil. Well, Joseph and Adam. On Bugs, I am currently the president. I don't have any specific events that I plan or I'm tailored towards planning, but it's kind of taking care of everything from like behind the curtain in a way. So I try to make sure that everyone's doing whatever events they need to be doing. They need to be planning, making sure that everyone's informed of what needs to be planned when, organizing meetings, running meetings, and just coordinating with people one-on-one, which I didn't think would take so much time. But every time I log on to Facebook, there are at least 4 of those messages on my Facebook thing of things that I need to do and people to talk to. Yeah.
So, what's your least favorite part of the job?
I think my least favorite part of the job, and I was talking to Adam about this, is the fact that on one hand.
Well, this and this and this.
I set her up for it. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I mean nothing.
Yeah, go ahead. What hate? What are the hates?
Is that I love everyone on council so much.
Yeah.
That's your least favorite part of the show.
No, wait, listen. It's really hard to make sure, to be assertive with people and tell them that they need to do something, especially if I've already told them once or twice, because we're friends, and it's kind of weird to have that dynamic with someone that you've been friends with.
Dorsa's just really passive aggressive right now. She's so angry at me. I haven't done something, and she wants me to do it. I haven't set the listserv out in time.
Now you know. So.
Oh god.
No.
I feel the tension.
It's great. It's a good time. I love doing it, and I always, even though I probably shouldn't, I always put bug stuff before.
I'm in the middle of a bumper.
Dorsa.
It's more fun. So it's been great having you, Dorsa. I think you got stuff to
It's been a pleasure being here. I've been centrifuging for an hour, which has gone longer than that.
Right.
But all the best with the rest of your show.
Thanks,
so
Dorsa.
Thank you for having me on the show.
We haven't a clue what's going on. We have nothing planned. We're supposed to prepare a bunch of stuff, but we didn't do it. But we will in the future.
Yay!
So bye, Dorsa.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, this is very elegant. This is very professional. Everything's well done.
Yeah.
Well planned.
Yeah.
Everything's working perfectly.
So,
Yo, that was terrible.
It's going pretty well.
You need to practice too, Dorsa.
I do.
I think we're supposed to talk about topics. We're supposed to come here with topics. We didn't come with any.
I can talk about Subway.
Subway?
Yeah.
The place?
Yeah.
Why? What's up with Subway?
The one that's located in the Couche-Tard right outside of
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
The sacred place. Subway.
Everybody knows about Subway, yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't know about it, when you're exiting Stewart by the South, just if you walk directly across the street a little bit to your left as well, and you go down to the Couche-Tard, there's a Subway located there. It's magical. Get a gift card. It'll change your life.
Well, I mean, it's magical for the people that haven't been there a billion times because it's the only place near McMed.
True.
So,
True.
When you're actually stuck in McMed, you have to eat food, and it's not the cafeteria hours.
You can change the cheese, and you can go from Swiss to cheddar, and cheddar to Swiss.
Right, that's true.
Toasted, not toasted, flatbread, not flatbread.
Yeah.
You can change your condiments. You can change the whole recipe.
Fair enough.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. I'll go. I have so many. I never use them. I just have so many Subways.
I will happily take them.
No. I mean, I pay money at Subways. I just don't use the gift card. It's privileged problems. So
it really is.
I'm not gonna complain about it. Okay, so another place, another topic, not another place, but places to sleep on campus. Do you know any? Are there any?
Like locations?
Like locations, like physical locations. Phil, do you know any?
Of what?
Locations to sleep on campus.
Aside from the Bugs Lounge?
Yeah, well, no. People can't do that. Nobody does that.
Smooth.
Smooth. Oh, the couches, yeah.
The couches are good.
The couches at
Smooth couches. What about downstairs in Burnside?
Downstairs.
Yeah, I took a nap there.
Is that actually a thing?
No,
Downstairs
yes,
are
it
great.
is
Like
a
where, on the
thing.
floor?
It's not supposed to
Or
be a
like-
thing. On the couches downstairs.
There's
in Burnside.
couches on the downstairs?
Around the main area outside the elevators. It's not supposed to be a thing, but
Really?
it is a thing.
Yeah.
Trottier on the 3rd floor. you
Oh,
can
I totally
sleep
know
on
what you mean.
there.
I was in Leacock for a second. Okay, yeah, Burnside. Okay.
Also, Trottier on the 3rd floor or 2nd floor, there's couches. Sitting area, but really they're
Oh, yeah.
couches.
Solid.
Okay. So
Solid.
these are all not bad if you want to sleep and you got anything?
Yeah, and Stewart Bio, like, you know, like on the northern end, there's like couches at different floors. You can kind of just snooze
Oh,
there.
yeah. Totally, yeah. So if you're not afraid about being robbed or
Molested.
people putting strange things on your person while you're unconscious,
In your person.
who knows? Sometimes you end up with like food in your mouth and you're like, that was good, but you don't know how it got there.
That's so PG-13.
Joe,
I was afraid.
Joe?
I'm gonna get like, yeah.
Joe, did you pack these bags yourself?
Honestly, like, 'cause I'm afraid like I'm gonna get like trigger warning from like the McGill Daily or
That's true.
something. Or,
Giant
like,
kid.
yeah, exactly. I've been watching a lot of Law and Order SVU. So like
What's SVU?
Special victims units for
Okay.
people who get sexually assaulted and things
Oh,
like that.
really?
Yeah, that's what it's
Okay.
about. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just it's really hyperactive in my mind. So I'm like physically I'm avoiding it at every cost.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I was the last topic. Just to get this really quick. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about how some people just don't give a shit
Or is this
about
just fantasy?
following political correctness, and other people do. An example that we had was when I first met her. She has this Spanish accent, and I asked her, "Oh, are you from Montreal?" Because I figured, oh well, if I ask whether she's from here, it's not weird. But if I ask her, oh, are you from other places, and she's actually from Montreal, then it's fucking weird. And she answered, can't you tell I got a fucking Spanish accent?
And thus goes,
I'm from
all
Spain.
the PGA
Okay.
teams.
So where do you lean on that? Do you try to avoid the weird stuff, or do you just go for it? Because I've learned that it doesn't pay off. You always half the time you're either if you go straight into it, nobody gives a shit. You just move on. Is that your experience, or do you find that it's skirting is what you do and it's good?
See, I feel like the more you skirt, the more uncomfortable it gets, because it's kind of like the idea of like elephant in the room. Like,
Right.
if you just avoid the situation, then it's like it's more uncomfortable than if you were to like face it head on. So I would say like as long as you're maintaining like open communication and you directly discuss the like topic, issue, conversation at hand, then
Right.
I think that's the best thing possible. Like I think you were totally in the right to ask, like, where are you from? Because like
Right, you're in the right to ask, and it's not that she would be like, oh,
I just
fuck
destroyed
you,
a
I'm
car.
from Montreal. It's just that you're afraid that there would be like that minor tone, and like 9 times out of 10 people don't give a shit about that minor tone. It's just like, so I'm wondering whether that's, so do you do that thing? So we know where your stance is on it. Do you do that thing, or do you not? Like you just like say, you from Spain, or you
See, I would kind of go more with the form where like where are you from rather than like automatically like attributing like are you from here?
Yeah.
So like I don't know, like as like an example, it's like whenever I meet someone new, I would ask them like if I'm curious about where they're from, no matter what their background may look like or what I might believe them or perceive them to be from.
Right.
I would just ask like where are you from, because I'm interested, and like you could be from a wide range of locations considering McGill is an international school. There's international students, local students, national students. Like I have no idea where you're from, and so if it was of interest, I would leave it the question so that it's open for them to choose and decide what they state, rather than me giving them a select list of, oh, are you from here, and then having to either reject or accept that.
Yeah, I mean that's an interesting point. Also, like when we were doing the blurbs, so on our council page, if you go to who we are on the bugs.sus.mcgill.ca, it also says place of birth, and I specifically wrote place of birth because I was really curious as to where people were from, because like when you're at McGill, people are from everywhere, and especially our U1s this year. You have Sunny and Sammy, both innocuous names. You can really you can't really make a guess on that. And same thing with Michelle. She's from Jakarta, or rather, she was born in Jakarta. She grew up in Vancouver. But I mean, like, you have all these complex backgrounds that like it's not simple anymore. Especially in universities, half the people are not from here. So
Yeah, that's very true.
that thing is pretty fucking cool. I didn't read your blurb. Were you from Toronto or
Outside of Toronto,
Okay.
also Mississauga.
I got it. Okay.
When you take Kodak prepaid processing mailers with you on your vacation, you're never far away from the high quality of Kodak film processing. Just slip your exposed Kodak color film into a mailer, then drop it in the mail. Kodak will return your color slides, snapshots, or movies directly to your home, ready to enjoy. Kodak makes your pictures count. Don't forget Kodak prepaid processing mailers.
And we're back from commercial, and our camera stopped working. So we've moved to a phone.
Spicing things up with some badass selfies.
Yeah, so we're going selfie on this. We gotta finish it because we started something. And it's gonna finish. So
Joe in the bedroom.
yeah, Joe. Well, no, the bugs in the morning. The journal. Yeah, I think it's,
One's not mutually exclusive from the other.
So Phil's still here. Half our audience is still here, and we've got to go. So we're gonna finish off with Journal Club. Adam's got it. So he's read an article and I haven't. So why don't you tell me about it, and I'll ask some unintelligent questions about it.
All right, sounds good.
Mm.
So the article I read was actually back during the summer. It was a Nature Genetics paper
Okay.
that was talking about how loss of chromosome Y is associated with an increased risk of cancer and mortality.
Okay.
So it's kind of interesting. It was a longitudinal study, which means that they were just studying a cohort of patients
Right.
over a period of time, or not even patients, just individuals over a period of time. And they found that a measurement of blood sample could be analyzed to see whether or not chromosomes were lost in a certain proportion of the blood cells. And
Okay.
so they would generate proportions or percentages like 20% of the blood cells have had a loss of chromosome Y, or 10% of the blood cells have had a loss of chromosome Y. And it's been found that as you get older, you do lose chromosome Y in some of your cells. And the question is, what kind of effect does this have? So they did an analysis where they were examining the association with loss of chromosome Y with cancer, the risk of cancer, and also the risk of mortality. And they found that an increased loss of chromosome Y correlated or corresponded to an increased risk of cancer and mortality. So it's kind of interesting how they did the analysis. They did a technique called hazards regression, which is a survival analysis where they look at the association with a variable and its association with a particular time to an event.
Okay.
In this case, the events were either onset of cancer or mortality. And the analysis was totally legitimate and very interesting to see that association,
Mm-hmm.
but they generated a certain percentages or values, like absolute values. Like if you have this set like loss of chromosome Y, you will have this 10-fold or this 4-fold increased risk of cancer,
Okay.
which was valid. But the problem is they took those numbers by defining arbitrary thresholds, which is totally fine as long as they're very clear about how they define those thresholds.
Okay.
But in this case, in two separate parts of the paper, they used two different thresholds but didn't make a distinction. So it's kind of interesting because the analysis they did was valid but not clearly communicated, and therefore they kind of inflated the results in a way,
Ooh.
which is kind of interesting.
Oh, so you got
Yeah.
some hard-hitting criticism.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy.
I didn't completely like it. Okay, so I'm going to change angles for my stupid questions. Okay, so no, okay, we're not going to do that. So I guess the question I have is the big deal wasn't that the big news wasn't that loss of chromosome Y leads to cancer, right? Because we knew that, right? Did we? Or is that something that it's more like the analysis they did afterwards that's interesting? Is that the deal?
It was kind of like they had a suspicion that was the case, but there was no
okay.
definite evidence. So this was actually one of the first papers to show that direct association.
Because you just imagine that there's like loss of certain genes that are located on chromosome Y that you just figure, oh, well, when you lose that, it's bad for cancer, right?
Yeah.
So you just figure, oh, well, you're going to lose chromosome Y, you're going to lose... Actually, losing a chromosome is
Yeah.
definitely not a like a great thing, is it?
It's not a common thing.
It's not what you want, right? Yeah, exactly.
Just
Not many
happen.
people have like, I got 20 chromosomes.
Like logic.
Okay. So, all right. So that's pretty cool.
It's
So
interesting.
you're gonna send me the DOI. I'll put the link below, and you guys could not read it, and then we'll all move on and pretend that we're really smart people that actually read articles for fun,
Yeah.
like Adam. So,
I had to read this paper. It's painful.
yeah, was it?
It was actually kind of cool.
That was good. Yeah, you loved it. It was so much fun.
I loved critiquing it. I was like, and you did this wrong, and you did this wrong.
So they inflated the values, those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Oh
they
God.
did.
Okay.
They did.
Well, they didn't do it on purpose. We're not accusing them of anything.
No, I'm kidding. If you're
Okay.
watching this, which you're definitely not, but if you're watching this, I love
Because
you
we've
so
got-
big fan of your work.
We got a
Doctor
wide reach
whatever.
where like everybody listens to us.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're like Kelly Ripa and the Michael guy now. It's Michael now, not Regis. I miss Regis.
Wait, what?
Regis
What?
is gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
Well, I mean he's not dead, but I mean like.
Did he lose too much chromosome Y?
No. He's around. He's just golfing or just sitting down or what older people do.
Those are the two things they do: sit down and golf.
or sit down with golf pants on. Arnold Palmer, or what's his name? Is it Arnold Palmer, the one with the umbrella and the pastel colors?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
you're
It's
wrong. Okay.
Arnold Palmer. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's all we're gonna do for today. Obviously, not everything was ideal. This, for example, the selfie camera thing, Bob. It's also getting my double chin extra here. We could go for duck face. So. But we're not going to do any of that. Next time, we want you on the show. You're going to be the special guest, or you're going to be the co-host, or you're going to whatever. Just email us. It's below. And subscribe if you want to do that. I know that people insist on you doing that when they watch videos, so I'm going to do it. And just go to Bugs events. We have some coming up. We have. Are we doing a big secret announcement, or we're going to say it? The big secret. We're going to keep it quiet.
We can. Well, like. Okay, well, this Saturday, it's the Biochem Shindigs,
Yeah, okay.
which are happening for U2s and U3s.
Yeah.
So if you D and if you free, you should come, and it's going to be awesome. It's basically free food, so, like, what's wrong with that?
And where is it going to be? It's going to be at Amy's and Michelle's, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
right here, right? We're going to take them there.
We'll meet there. So instructions,
We'll meet there.
if you sign up on the Google Doc. Let us know if you have any dietary restrictions, and we're going to send an email a couple days
We'll
before
email them, okay.
with, like, address and directions.
So link below again, so you could like, go all this stuff. It's all on the website or the listserv if you fucking give a shit.
The listserv is beautiful. You better be reading it.
It's really good. So the other things going on, we got the shindigs going on. You ones, don't fret. This Saturday is not your event, but we will have one in February, right? So we're doing that. Do we have anything else we want to plug?
We do.
Oh shit.
We do. Cabin in the Woods!
Oh god, it's the secret announcement!
Oh my god!
We weren't gonna say it, but he said
I
it.
just got really excited.
Oh,
I have
God.
to share.
Okay, so we're going up north.
We are.
There's like a chalet. We've done this in the past,
Yep.
and it's been really cool.
Yep.
There's like hot tubs.
There is one hot tub.
There's a hot tub.
We can
Doesn't mean you
pluralize
can't
it.
fit 40 people in it.
Okay, well, it's not false advertising if I say maybe hot tubs and.
We can fill a tub and make it hot. if you
Okay,
know
so we
what I
have
mean.
one hot tub and then a hot bath for somebody, and there's food.
There's food. Food is included.
And transport.
Transportation.
So you get
lodging.
food, you get transport, you get transportation, you get a ride in the hot tub. We have activities. We have like capture the flag. You said or
Capture the flag.
Yeah, we're
board
gonna do-
games.
And if you pay a special premium fee, Joe will give you special surprises.
Yeah. So for extra money, I'll not do anything for you.
I don't
So you
think
can just give us extra money.
sell your
So,
stuff on camera.
but so what it is, we're gonna. It's $75. Is that
75,
That's the dollar. That's the dollar amount. You just come on over for. You just give it to us. Give it to Phil, and we'll give you a ticket as a sign of good faith, and you can get on the bus and come with us up north.
Yeah.
We
It's
got
gonna be
like
great.
tons of people coming. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I don't know, we're gonna have a good time. If you found this interesting, then that's gonna be like 1,000 times more interesting because this isn't. So I hope you enjoyed the show. I think that's it. We're ending on that. We have a career symposium coming up later in the future, but there's too much time for me to actually care enough to tell you about it. But it's really interesting. It'll be a lot of fun. It's on the website as well. So the Career Symposium, Chalet, Shindig with free food. So if you want to meet fellow U2s and you haven't met them, U3s, go there. But that's all we got for today. Sorry it was a bit of a mess. It's our first shot. And everybody's first time is a little bit messy. So we're going to go at this again. We are inviting you, so we want to make this a ménage à trois, like it was earlier, and keep it that way. And it'll be a lot of fun. So, and if you want to be audience, you could just come on by at a non-disclosed time, at Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning, because that's when we film this and we put it out. Yeah, totally. Yeah, okay.
Right
So,
in the morning.
So good morning to you. Have a great day. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Só danço samba, vai, 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 vai. Só danço samba, vai. Só danço samba, vai, 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 vai. Só danço samba, vai.